Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into the absolute bedrock of our hyper-connected digital lives. I mean, we spend all day tapping on glass screens, streaming 4K video, relying on AI, but how often do we actually stop to think about the physical infrastructure making all those digital miracles possible? Right, almost never. So today, we're bringing that invisible layer right into the spotlight.
I want you to ask yourself, what actually connects the cloud? It's a funny question, right? We throw around terms like wireless and cloud computing so casually, it's kind of easy to forget that behind every single wireless signal, every smart device, and every massive data center, there's a sprawling, mission-critical physical network. We are talking billions of physical connections, and if those connections fail, well, the digital world literally stops spinning.
Okay, let's dive into this. Every light, every signal, every single data transfer in a modern smart city relies on high-speed, flawless physical connectors. The sheer scale is honestly staggering. To wrap our heads around it, we're looking at a major player in this space called VitalCon. They've been at this for over 15 years, and we're going to see exactly how they engineer these vital connections to power everything from the laptop you're using right now to a massive 5G base station.
All right, here's our roadmap for today. Number 1, the hidden tech backbone. Number 2, powering data and telecom. 3, industrial and auto innovations. 4, elevating everyday consumer tech. And finally, number 5, the need for speed.
Let's start with Section 1, the hidden tech backbone. Surviving extreme conditions. Now, to be a vital connection, you have got to be tough. VitalCon engineers their components to operate flawlessly across a brutal temperature range. We're talking negative 40 degrees all the way up to positive 85 degrees Celsius. To put that into perspective, 85 degrees Celsius is literally hot enough to cook an egg. These tiny connectors have to survive freezing outdoor telecom cabinets in the dead of winter and then the baking heat under the hood of a car without dropping a single packet of data. No pressure, right? Moving on to Section 2, powering data and telecom, the need for bandwidth.
Now, what's really interesting here is that these unassuming microcomponents are basically the unsung heroes of the AI and 5G revolution. In a hyperscale data center, components like VitalCon's QSFP28 cages have to handle 28 gigabit plus performance speeds. At those extreme frequencies, electromagnetic interference, or EMI, can easily scramble your data. So these components feature advanced EMI shielding to guarantee absolute signal clarity, even when they're packed super tightly into high-density cooling-constrained server racks.
Section 3, industrial and auto innovations, rugged reliability. So different environments demand totally different physical engineering. In a data center, your main priority is pure signal clarity and hyperscale speed. But in the automotive sector, things are constantly moving and occasionally hitting massive potholes. Because of that, automotive connectors need secure locking mechanisms and serious vibration resistance. Plus, they use V2X, that's vehicle to everything, SIMS for real-time telematics, all while enduring that crazy extended temperature range we just mentioned. It's just a completely different set of physical stressors. So the absolutely crucial point here is this. Connectors are essentially the nervous system of modern tech. They physically connect the AI brain to the vehicle or factory body. Whether it's an advanced driver assistance system in an EV or a high-speed robotics arm on a factory floor, zero failure is allowed. A dropped signal in a data center might mean a buffering video, but a dropped signal in an autonomous braking system? Yeah, that is simply not an option. Section 4, elevating everyday consumer tech, high-speed lifestyles. Let's bring this a little closer to home. The exact same engineering rigor applied to a factory robot is sitting right inside the devices on your desk. We're talking USB Type-C connectors supporting 100 watts of power delivery, which is why your ultra-thin laptop can charge so quickly. We've got HDMI connectors effortlessly pushing 4K and 8K multimedia streams, and even those tiny nano SIMs for sleek mobile devices, or micro SD card slots with slick auto-eject mechanisms. They're all precisely engineered for lasting performance across all kinds of environments. Section 5, the need for speed, agile manufacturing. Now, in the electronics industry, having great hardware is really only half the battle. The other half? It's how fast you can actually make it. The industry standard for custom connector design usually takes weeks, but this perfectly illustrates VitalCon's real superpower. Day 0, requirement evaluation. Just 72 hours later, full 2D and 3D technical drawings are delivered. Week 1 kicks off tooling and mold development. And then, just 3 to 5 days after that, physical prototypes are ready for trial runs. That speed to market is literally a game changer. But, speed means absolutely nothing if the quality drops. VitalCon maintains strict ISO 9001 and ISO 14001 certifications. The real secret to this agility, though, is vertical integration. Because they control the whole shebang, from R&D down to the final fully automated testing and packaging, they can move incredibly fast. They even keep a strategic buffer inventory of core components so their clients' supply chains never, ever stop. This commitment to quality requires precision on a massive scale. On a highly automated factory floor, every single one of those gold-plated pins and shielding cages is manufactured exactly to specification, thousands and thousands of times over. And by keeping those active assembly lines vertically integrated under one roof, companies just don't have to worry about relying on fragmented suppliers all over the globe. It's this exact level of control that lets them confidently offer those rapid delivery times we just talked about. I think their marketing manager hit the nail on the head, saying, "At VitalCon, we don't just supply connectors, we provide a competitive edge through speed." Because in today's hyper-competitive tech market, whether you're launching a new 5G base station or the next big flagship smartphone, launching just a few weeks ahead of your competitor can absolutely define your success. Time to market is just as crucial as the hardware itself. So I'll leave you with this to ponder. Is your tech infrastructure built on vital, reliable connections? The next time you plug in your phone, hop into a cloud document, or get into a smart vehicle, just take a second to think about the thousands of highly engineered, perfectly shielded physical connectors making it all happen. The invisible backbone of our wireless world is actually highly physical, and it is absolutely fascinating. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and keep exploring.